Well, this is the start of another vent project in this soffit. It looks like the renovation contractor did cut circular holes in the soffit. They didn't do it on the west end of the house, but they've done it over here because this is the second set that I've found. The only problem is that these holes appear to be blocked by insulation above them. So it's just as well that I'm putting a larger vent in here anyway and clean out the soffit. This is the start. I've managed to take off the soffit metal. You really have to pry back the fascia board using a special tool actually that bends metal. I mean, it's really the only way you can carefully do that. You can use your hands, but you probably will buckle it. Once you've gotten that metal straightened down enough that you can get a plier, long needle nose pliers up there, you can begin pulling out the nails that hold the soffit panels in place on the outboard side. I actually use alignments pliers to reach up and pull it down if I can, the nails. And once you can get one panel edge started like there and the other one, you can get a believe it or not, this is an automotive brake tool. It's like a crowbar. You can get that back up in there and pop the end of that panel out, which actually destroys the nail hole, but it's not that critical to putting these back up in there. So once you've loosened the panel on the outboard side, you can just pull it out and work the other ones like that. The difficult job here is putting them back, but it can be done. Here's the way this contractor fastened these panels, and you got to get up above that. Once you have one panel off, you're able to work the one adjacent to it. This is the only other panel I've got to take out of here to get this vent in here, cut this vent in here. So I'm just showing you so you know how to take these out. Once I release this nail and the other nails that hold the panel in place, I can just slide it out. Okay, I've made my designation for where this vent is going to go, outlining it. I have to keep it about 9 inches away from the house so that I can get my saw up there because I have a larger saw. The other issue right here is that the end of the vent is on a soffit joint. So I know there's going to be a 2x4 turned on its side there, and there's another brace over here. So I'm not going to have a full opening, but that's the way it goes. At least it's going to be below the vents in the metal, above the vents in the metal rather, where the air can go right up there. I'm content with this location because it's about the next location for a vent that I want. So I'm going to go ahead and saw this out. Okay, since there is a support right here, I didn't cut the soffit out here. I would have made this hole larger. The next thing I did was clean out the space that's right above here. Make sure none of this blown in insulation gets sent back into this vent. Then I'm going to check to see that the airspace is open by probing with this pipe cover material. Pretty excellent for doing that, and it's open because I cleaned out the attic before, so now I have a big rush of air going up into the attic to go up to the Ridgevent. So I just have to put the vent cover on here and reassemble everything. Plus there's a vent cover right over here. I should say, pardon me, that's a baffle coming down between the rafters for air, so this works out to be a really good spot. Now I'm going to put these panels back. I've kind of got the two panels adjoining the center one here that I'm going to insert now down so that I can slide the remaining one in. I can't show you this, but dexterity and a uniform approach makes a big difference. Now I've got the panels inserted, but they still have to be nailed on the outboard side. To do that, I will use a combination of a nail driver and a needle nose pliers to get the nails in position. So this is how the repair work looks before I bend the fascia back up. All the panels are back in place and nailed securely. All I've got to do now is bend this fascia piece back into place. This is the finished work.